Hi, my name is Greg Hunt. This is a long, 68 horsepower long tractor. Clutch went out, throwout bearing went out. My fault, didn't grease it. And me and my son Josiah are going to split this tractor apart and replace the parts that need replacing, put it back together. And we wanted to let y'all know how we did it so y'all can avoid the mistakes we're going to make. And what we've done so far is we have blocked up the tires, and we've decided that we are going to move the front part of the tractor and not the back side of the tractor. I had a friend, real smart. He does tractors a lot, and that's what he did. So what you have problem you're gonna have with that is when you split the front up, it pivots because the front axle pivots. And so we stuffed, and we're going to do some more. We put a block in here, keeping it rigid so it does not flip-flop on us when we pull it apart. We put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood down so we could have a even surface, so when we pull it apart, we might can keep it come back together easier. So we blocked up the back tires really good, and I'll try to put some more information about what kind of tractor this is. I think it's what is it? It's a 610. I think it's a 610. Anyway, blocked them up really good. Blocked up the back ones. Whoever made these long tractors, we're planning on people like us working on them because it looks like it's going to be really simple to pull apart. You're not going to be a lot of stuff to take apart, take off. Let's see here. Come right here, Joe. We've got your power steering lines have to come off, which is not going to be a problem except for probably fluid leaking down. That's it on this side, is these right here. And I plan on working off the other side. So I took the front end loader off, but I left this right here. I don't know what the front end loader hooks up to, I don't know what it's called. We left it there so I could put jacks underneath it, keep it stable. And so let's come on this other side. Alright. I got the fuel lines got to come off, and the hydraulic supply line to the pump has to come off. And I might be wrong about what I'm calling these things, but that's what I think they are. I don't think the starter has to come off because I'm splitting it right here. This is my sight window. I'm splitting it right here. Oh yeah, this is I think this is a 1990s model, early 90s model, late 80s model, I believe. So I could be wrong about that. Quit. So anyway, that's all that's got to come off this side. Fuel line, which I'm going to try to kink this hose, keep anything from flowing in and out. I got a shut-off valve here, and this is going to be where I have to really try to think hard about what I'm going to do here, because I think the level would make this flow out, but if I can pull it up or pick it up or something to keep it from flowing out, I'll just do that and put a rag over the end of it. But anyway, we're going to get to work, and I'll get back with you here in a second. So we've got it blocked up, I think, like we want to. I've got these stands here with some shim, blocks, whatever. Got a bottle jack right here underneath here in the middle. Picked it up a little bit and then set the heavy middle side of the tractor back down on these jacks. And same thing on the other side on this. Then we have the floor jack from my brother-in-law. Let me borrow it. 2x4. I didn't want to mess up this oil pan, so I got a 2x4 to go all the way across. It seems like it's going to be really just perfect. And we're fixing to break it apart. We're going to undo the lines, drain some lines, and then we're going to pull it apart. All right. All right. So had a little issue. We'll let y'all know about it. It's on the power steering lines, tubing. I guess these might be, no, they're just regular extensions or whatever it looks like. But they go into your power steering pump, or I don't know if it's your pump or your valve. That's a valve bank actually, because it pumps up there. This is just a valve that works off your steering wheel. Anyway, we end up breaking the solder, I guess you would call it the brazing, off this socket right here. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so
This is in there, and it didn't break loose from that one right there. So we had to take this one out to get to that to hold back up. Pretty good sized mess. Got it done though, got it out of the way. But just know that could be a problem. I hope it isn't for you guys. All the three ones broke loose. This was the only one that held, and now it's going to be an issue. And we spent time just getting that because we don't have to spend that much time after we get done at the end of this project. So anyway, I want to let you know about that issue, and we'll get back to you. So I just want to let y'all know we got everything taken care of on our parts and everything on the power steering pump and everything, and we're fixing to break this thing apart. I want to let y'all know that there's bolts connected on this side. There's a bolt, hex head bolt here, other side, but up top in this crevice there are Allen bolts. 3/8 Allen wrench fits it, and it's pretty ingenious because you cannot get to it any other way except for an Allen bolt. So kudos to the Long engineers. But I think there's just two of them, one here and one on the other side, and then you got these bolts going down the side, and then that looks like another Allen head bolt. It is right there. So we're gonna go and we're gonna start breaking these apart, and then we'll let y'all know. All right, so we found one more issue that we had. Got all the bolts loose, started coming. It does crack, shows light in between the housing and everything. So we're like, oh, we got it, but the top wasn't coming out too good, just the bottom. So we got to looking around. Got two bolts that go to the gas tank that just connect this bracket right here to this the main motor. So on the other side, it's hard to get to because of your fuel shutoff valve. But right here is where the bolts are. If you can see them, 3/4 inch, same as these right here. And on these, on the what you call the driver's side, is your oil filter. Take it off. I covered it up so I wouldn't get anything down in there. But anyway, it's pretty easy. The other side is pretty bad. I mean, it ain't bad, but it's just a pain. That's it. All right, this is tricky. This is tricky right here. Got your coming along to the side by side. Got your jack. Really don't know where you're at as far as up and down till you start pulling on it. It is what it is. Felt like it was rubbing a little bit, let it down. Seems like I let it down too far, brought it up, now we're jacking it back out. Start to see. So we come a lot right here. Let me see down here. We got that. There's the clutch, I do believe. I ain't never done this before, guys. You can see your throwout bearing in there, maybe. I need a light. There we go. All right, so yeah, I looks like I'm out, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Joe, jack it up, bud. Let me show y'all guys if you can. I wish I would focus in right there. We go. All right, come on up, Joe. A little bit more. A little bit. Come on. You're looking good. All right, well, right there. All right, that looks like a lot better. So, I guess, guys, that's what that service window is for. So that would help out if you want to take that off. Look through the service window, and you can see if you need to go up or down by the splines and the clutch and everything. So you can see where my throwout bearing went out and rubbed my, I don't know what those are called yet, but I'm gonna find out. All right, that's it, guys. We'll get right back to you. Little hint, little deal. I just seen this. I want to show it to y'all on my floor jack. The wheels, the wheels that spin, they were facing the other way. Didn't think about that, so I'm just going to turn these because we're going out with this thing. I'm going to turn them this way. See that how it moved the jack? And I don't know, do that one, and I'll get the other side. Just want to let y'all know that before you get any weight on it. All right. Went to pull apart, got it far apart, figured out we got us some wires that were not as stretchy as I hoped them to be. But we got them loose. We're going to see if we can pull it on some more with that, and then see if we can get the clutch off without taking anything else more apart. That's it. So I noticed that the hydraulic supply line was going to be an issue. It looked just too tight. I didn't want to be pushing on it when I go back in with it. So I went ahead and took it off. And anyway, just go ahead and drain your hydraulic fluid. and take this off because you're gonna have to. So that's something I should have done from the get-go. Thanks. Okay. So we didn't record in this because we were pretty nasty going through it. So we're gonna show you what happened. Clutch was in there, bolted to the flywheel. We had 9 bolts. What were they? 7/16 heads. 7/16 the ratchet that fitted, or the wrench. So anyway, 9 of them. Pulled those 9 off. It just fell right off. So you can see the problem we had. You seen that, Joe? I'm to believe the ones sticking out are for the actual clutch, and these are for maybe it's the other way around. It's one or the other. No, I'm wrong. This is for the clutch to the motor, and this is for the clutch for the PTO. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, yeah, it is. So this one was working good, as you could tell, and these were not. Throwout bearing went out completely, and we got that over there. Here's the deal: 9 bolts, pretty heavy. Need some help taking it out. I left one in there, held it up, took the 1 bolt out, and then me and my son pulled it out pretty easy. Not a big deal. So there is a pressure plate, Joe, right? Pressure plate that was in there, and it's in there a certain way. Hold on, let me grab it real quick. Joe, look at me. It goes. There's a little. You can see sideways. This sticks out. This side does not stick out. This side does stick out. That goes like that. If it goes the other way, it won't. It can't touch. So it can only go one way. Let you know right there. And that will fall off when you pull it out. No big deal. All right, Joe, come right here. You got your light on, Joe? All right, so in here. Oh man! All right, so we go. You've got your clutches right here. There are some spring tabs that hold these, because when you push them and they pull them back, they hold on here. And I was trying to take this bolt loose and going to pull those out and all that crap. And I said, wait a minute, let me try this right here. These tabs hook on right here, real easy. I'm talking about simple. Pull them off, put a little pressure on it, pull the other one off, it slips off. Then you got to do the backside one too, and it's the same way. It's really easy. It pulls off, and those 2, so it's 4 tabs in all. Come up, pull it, get the 2 back ones, pull it, and it comes right off. So let's go show you what we got over here. Oh yeah, here you go. Oil line, grease line, which is why it is the way it is. I didn't do this. I didn't even know it was there. Goes in right here, through here, and goes into your deal. The awesome thing about this whole thing was for the fact that it. Wait a minute, am I in the right hole? I am, ain't I? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Big dumb animal. Let's go the other way. So it goes in, sticks out here, like this right here. Come over here, Joe. See if I can get this right. All right, so it sticks in here like this and has a nut and washer. Goes on the outside. Really easy, man. I just pulled it out with the throwout bearings and assembly, and then I took it off and put it right there. All right, that's another one. Did I miss anything over here? That was it. Okay, now come over here. We have those tabs I was telling you about. So this was in here. Throwout bearing shot. Can you see that, guys? Ball bearings all down in there. They're not supposed to be like that. That's not supposed to be. And then this is the other clutch. This slides here with these 2 tabs. And then these 2 tabs back here hold on to the other one, the other fork. If you can see the fork here, blah, blah, pulls it back and forth. Fork here does the throwout bearing. Real simple, real simple. I believe we're fixing to knock out, back up, so I'm gonna get the whole, we're fixing to knock this off. This is pressed on or whatever. I don't really want to press it off, but I'm just gonna get a punch and see if I can knock it off. That way I don't have to take this whole nasty thing up to the store to get a new one. I think I can just set it in there and very gently, very methodically and carefully try to punch that out to get the new bearing. The new bearing I will press on, probably using that or whatever, or get somebody else to do it for me. No big deal. But anyway, that's where we're at, guys. Clips, 4 clips, real easy. Come right off, slips right off, dude. Don't try to do what I did. I was supposed to get into a mess. But anyway, that's it, guys. All right. Hi, I'm Greg Hunt. I was doing that video for you guys. This is the man right here I brought my clutch to, and he worked it, he rebuilt it, fixed something I broke, I'll show y'all later, and did a real good job. This is Tractor Mike. Tractor Mike, where you from?
Shreveport, Louisiana.
What's the address here?
3205 Forge Road, Shreveport, Louisiana.
And then what's the name of your the place?
It's M&S Tractor. My phone number 318-347-0120.
This man's the real deal, and you won't find these guys. They are not a dime a dozen. They're golden. I'm telling you right now. If you need something fixed, you need something that's something older. He knows all about it. So give him a call if you need anything.
We specialize in the long tractors. I got new and used parts. I've been doing this 41 years. If you have any questions, need any parts, give me a call.
Awesome. So I hope it goes out. Thanks, Tractor Mike. I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Hey guys, back to the tractor. I wanted to show y'all something I did. I had mistaken this inside here. There's a lip. I know y'all can't see it. Joe, come in close. If you can see inside there's a lip. Thought that lip was the bearing. It is not the bearing. It's part of the sleeve. This is that top part right here. And you can see what I did is when I tried to knock that bearing off, which wasn't a bearing, it completely broke that off. So anyway, but we found a new one. Tractor Mike found me a new one. I got one here, got new bearings, throwout bearing and PTO bearing, all new bearings. That's good stuff. I got new clutch, got a new pilot bearing, I think is what he called it. Here, I'm gonna put that in here in a second. And flywheel and everything. I'm guessing when I tighten this up, that this will be in there somehow or some way. But anyway, we're gonna I don't know, we're gonna put it back together, do the best we can, see what happens. So I'll get back with you. All right, so I put the clutch back in, push the throwout bearing and the sleeves back in, the return sleeve. I want to point out some things that I had issues with. That way y'all know when y'all put it on. So you got to have 2 people to put the clutch on. And the reason I said you probably can do it with 1 people, but just go ahead and get some help so it's a lot easier. My cameraman's not here, so I'm doing this on my own. Let me flip this around. All right, guys. So got the clutch back on. It's a 9-bolt clutch, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, all right. So, what I want to show you is right inside there. There's a lip, and your ears to your clutch that bolt on. There's a bolt on that ear, a bolt on that ear, a bolt on that ear. It's got to go on the inside of that, outside of that lip right there, down inside that little groove. And when we were putting it on, it didn't seem like it was right, like it wasn't going to fit. So so I had to tighten it down right, get this centered up. Had to get that. I don't know if you can see inside. Let me try to flash on for you guys. All right, see that? That's your disc in the middle. It kind of floats there. You gotta make sure that that's lined up with your bearing down there. I think we got everything pretty much lined up. But let me get through telling you about this. So you gotta hold that in there, get somebody, and then you gotta put that on, start your bolts, and then start working your way around it. And when I got to this one right here, this ear was on top of that lip. But when I started tightening these up, kind of just spread it out a little bit, and it went right into place, and it was really, really good. So one more thing, there is a bolt right there. Let's see if I can put my finger right there, inside there, that goes to your arm, goes through. It cannot be sticking out past your ears. So if it is, if they rebuilt it, and go ahead and grind those off, because it can't be touching right there. There's another one, if you can see that right there. It grind that off right there. So that's good. All right, tighten it up. I didn't tighten it up all the way until I got the one in the middle, kind of where I wanted it at. I don't know if you can move it or not. I haven't tried to move it since I tightened it up. So let's go over to this side over here. I put my throwout bearing and sleeves back in. I did not take these out right here, these bars out, with the yokes, the yoke arms, whatever. I just put it in there and flipped the tabs up and put them where they go. Worked on it, tried it for a while, ended up putting the front one on first, clipping those on. That kind of keeps it out, and then work the back on. You might have to mess with, let's go around and show you. These arms right here, because this is your clutch and your PTO shaft. So that one controls, that's your PTO. Boom, 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 boom. That's so stupid saying boom, boom, but anyway. And then this is your clutch right here. You can see how your clips hold on to those, pull them back, forth. I think it just makes sure it springs back, doesn't ride on there. Now let me tell you this right here too, something I noticed. This is free. This will spin, and then this is on its own too. So don't worry about getting the splines lined up here with the inner shaft, because I think they'll go in and you could just move them, wiggle them, and get them turning. So just gonna slap this baby together, and I'll get back with you.